So maybe this wig was not a good idea. It looks cute on this side, but then once I hit this, it's like, ooh, girl, no. Okay, what is up, Voodoo Tribe? It's your girl Naja, and I am back with another video. Sorry about my hair. I'm trying. I'm really trying. I really like this cut though, like on this side, but not this side. Like, I don't know what happened or like what they were trying to do, but this side is cute. So I think I might buy a wig that has like a front bang and then like longer hair and maybe more fuller, because like if it had some volume right here, that would just be like everything. This is not a wig video. I am going to be posting all of my wigs of 2017 video in like the next 2 or 3 videos that you guys see, I think. Sorry if I sound really congested. I'm just getting over like a cold. So yeah. This video is going to be a story time. Story time is going to be about the time where I smoked with a racist ass old lady. Like, a lot of you guys get triggered, well, not a lot, but like a good like little amount of you guys get triggered when I talk about racism on my channel, because I live in the South, and some of you guys are like, oh, not all the South is racist. But I'm just like, dude, there's just a little bit more racism than you would see anywhere else. I've lived in New York before, and it was just a big culture shock for me when I moved down here, and I'm just like, dude, this is okay. Like, people could say shit like this and not get in trouble. Like, I don't get it. Without further ado, I'm just gonna get right into it. If you're not already subscribed to this channel, please hit that subscribe button. It helps me out a lot. Hit that thumbs up button because it helps me get noticed in this big world of YouTube. This story time happened when I was around 18, I want to say. I was around like 18 or so. Right now I'm 21. I feel like it's really important for me to like age stamp my videos, because like I have some people that just find my channel and then they watch one video and then they think that that is how I am when it's past tense. So I think from now on I'm just going to start age stamping my videos. I am currently 21. The story that I'm about to tell you happened when I was 18, 19-ish. Pretty sure I was 19, 18, not really sure, but in that age bracket, aka not today. My old friend Libra, if you guys don't know who Libra is, you can catch up on my story times at the end of this video. I'm going to be having a playlist so you guys can catch up. And Libra was my ex-roommate, but before we were roommates, we were best friends. So she had come over, well really I had picked her up from her town that she was staying in, and I brought her over to my side of town and we were just hanging out, right? So we were walking. We really like to walk together. So we were just walking, and one of my old friends, he's actually my mechanic like till this day. We're going to call him Trevor. Fuck it. So we're gonna call him Trevor. Trevor saw us walking and he was just like, oh
shit, like I haven't seen you guys in a long time, like how have you been?
And we're like, we're really good, you know, catching up.
So when I get off work, you know, we should all just link up and smoke or something.
And we were just like, oh, okay, cool, like no biggie. He had hit us up the next day and was just like, okay,
so are you girls still down to smoke and chill with us, or blah, blah, blah?
And we're like, yeah, it's cool. And he was just, but at this point, we did not have our own apartments. So we had to find odd spots to smoke, like really odd spots to smoke.
Look, it's cold, it's the winter time. I really don't want to smoke outside, like, and I really can't smoke in my car because you guys know I'm a mechanic now, like, and I have to bring my car to work and I can't really be doing that.
So we were like, okay, yeah, it's cool, but where the fuck are we gonna smoke? Because we don't have anywhere to smoke.
Well, I know this lady.
And we're going to call her Grandma Dixie. We're gonna call her Grandma Dixie. Her real name is like Grandma Blank, but we're gonna call her Grandma Dixie. So Trevor was like,
yeah, you know, there's this old lady who she lets me smoke in her house if I get her some weed, and her name is Grandma Dixie.
And I'm like, you be smoking with an old lady? Like, why? Why? And I mean, like, my best friend is my grandma, okay? Like, I get chilling with old people, but like doing stuff like that, it's like kind of weird, but I'm not judging. It's whatever. So I mean, like, I know she'll let us in the house if we match her and like, you know, smoke the blunt with her or whatever. So I asked Libra if she was cool with that, and she was like, yeah.
I mean, it's an old lady. Like, what can an old lady possibly do? Like,
the old lady lived like right next to my grandma's house, so I was just like, if shit does hit the fan, we could just kick out a fucking window and run to my grandma's house. Like, I don't know what I thought that old lady was about to do, but yeah, no. All three of us link up and we start walking to Grandma Dixie's house. So we get to Grandma Dixie's door and we knock on the door, and then this lady, like, she was acting so weird. Like, she put her foot out in between like the crack of the door and then stuck her face in and was just like,
who do you have with you, Trevor?
Oh, these are my friends, they're girls.
and it's, I don't know if maybe she doesn't like dudes in her house or something, but he was like, they're girls. And she just immediately flung the door open. She was like,
Oh my God, hi! You young ladies are so beautiful and blah, 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 blah.
she lets us in the house, and me and Libra sit next to each other on the couch, and then Trevor sits on a chair, and then Grandma Dixie is in another chair. So we're all just talking or whatever about, like, you know, like the weather, what's going, like, you know, random shit that when you don't really know people you just talk about, but that you're not really trying to get to know, you know. So that's what we were talking about. Trevor had pulled out the weed, and Grandma Dixie was like, oh,
That smells really good. Here, let me go and get my weed. But mind you guys, like, I have the electronic people coming by, so if they knock on the door, just hide everything, okay? Just hide everything.
and in my mind, I'm just like, now that I'm older, I was just like, man, if I'm doing something in my apartment and I'm hiring you to fix something in my house, and you're gonna call the cops and snitch on me for smoking in my own apartment, like, you really got problems. But I understand that she's older and like she's paranoid, and you know, she's probably on like disability or something and doesn't want to get her shit turned off or something. I don't know her life story. I'm just saying, like, these are possible reasons as to why she would not want anybody snitching on her. Trevor rolls up. Me and Libra are like talking amongst ourselves. It happened so long ago, I honestly could not tell you what we were talking about, but we were talking amongst ourselves, and a knock at the door came. Grandma Dixie went up to the door, you know, she signed some papers so the guy can go work on her electric box outside, and that was that, okay? We start smoking. So we start smoking, and it was just really awkward because, like, every time Grandma Dixie hit the blunt, she would cough like I have fucking Ebola cough, like I have fucking Black Plague cough, like fucking I'm about to hack up a fucking artery, or what is, you can't hawk up a fucking artery. I'm about to hawk up a fucking organ. There you go. That's how she was coughing. It was just so awkward because it's like we're all just like, here you go, bruh. And then, okay, thanks. Here you go, bruh. And then pass it to Grandma Dixie. Like, bitch. Boom. We're all high, okay? We're all high. We're all sitting in the living room talking, you know, and the news was on her TV. So the news turned on, and I don't know what exactly was on the TV, but it had something to do with terrorism and Middle Eastern people, okay? Out of nowhere, Grandma Dixie was just like, and I'm just like, oh fuck.
I cannot stand those frickin'.
And she said sand, like sand on the beach, and then N-word with a hard R. I have never heard that derogatory term in my life until I went to Grandma Dixie's house to smoke. Like, ever. I've never heard anybody call anybody that in my life. And once she said the N-word with the hard R, I immediately looked at Trevor, because I'm just like, nigga, do you know, like, am I tripping? Libra looks at me, I look at Trevor. Trevor's laughing, right? But like, not like a, it's kind of like an uneasy laugh, kind of like, damn, I was really hoping she wasn't gonna do this in front of them type laugh, like a huh, like, fuck. So I'm trying to change the subject, and she's like, no,
because I'm tired of these people coming into our fucking country and taking our jobs and then blowing shit up and blah, blah, blah. And
I'm just like, oh my god, no, let's change the channel. And then the whole time Libra is just sitting there looking so uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable because I'm trying to figure out, like, because I know even some people, like in my live streams and in my comments, even though I have my ethnicity, in my description, a lot of people think that I'm Middle Eastern. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's my nose and my complexion, and my dark eyes. I don't know, but that's why I'm just like, this lady doesn't know me from a can of paint. For all she knows, I could be Middle Eastern, like, and she's over here calling people the sand N-words with the hard R's and talking about calling all Middle Eastern people terrorists.
I can't fucking stand Muslims and blah blah blah.
And then that's when I like text Trevor and I was like, dude, I feel really uncomfortable and I want to leave. Like, I want to leave. And Libra was even texting me like, hey, did Trevor text you back? Because I want to go. Like, this is so not okay. And she's trying to like egg us on and stuff to agree with her. And she was, and then she was even like,
black people, you guys should not support Middle Eastern people because they make black Muslims look bad. And I don't know if you guys are Muslim, but if you are, you should be embarrassed. And I'm
just like, this lady is like going so hard right now. Like, so finally Trevor, he texted me back and he was like,
oh, well, we can leave when the blunt is finished. And
I'm looking at him like, are you serious? Like, you want a place to smoke so bad that you're about to sit here and let this lady insult people of color like in front of us? And I'm not even trying to be all PC or nothing like that. It's just like, that shit is really, you just don't talk about politics or religion. Like, if you just meet somebody, that's not something that you do. And that shit just rubbed me the wrong way, and I just wanted to get out of that situation. Like,
and it's not even that big a deal, she's just playing.
No, the fuck she ain't. She passionate as fuck. She is old as hell. When you hit around like 50, 60, whoever that person is who the fuck you are going to be from here on out, she is old as fuck. She is not changing for nobody, and this is how she genuinely feels. I want to leave. So I told him that. I was like, bro, I'm about to walk out the door, like, and walk to my grandma's house. Like, I don't want to be with this lady. Grandma Dixie is racist as fuck. Like, she over here talking about Middle Eastern people in front of me. Like, no. So I texted Libra. I was like, it's time to go. It's time to go. So as soon as me and Libra stood up, Trevor stood up because he didn't want it to seem awkward, and he was just like,
yeah, we gotta go, you know, like, I have to go to work and I have to drop these girls off back home.
oh, okay, yeah, no worries. I hope I can meet you girls again, blah blah blah.
in my head, I'm like, bitch, you will never be meet me again. Like, no, like, you need to stay in your fucking racist cave where you belong, and bye. No. Yeah, and it's just really weird. That shit was just really weird. Like, cause I've never really like been in contact with somebody that has such an old way of thinking like that, like in person. Like, I usually hear like internet trolls and stuff like being racist, but I've never heard of somebody like in my face blatantly being racist and prejudiced. And yeah, it was weird. Look at this little hair that won't go away. Well, guys, that is the story of when I had smoked weed with a fucking old lady racist bitch. And fun fact, there's this homeless guy. Well, he's been homeless ever since we were in high school because he's just fucked everyone over and like nobody wants to take him in. And every time one of our friends used to take him in, he would like steal from them. So he's homeless by choice, basically. There was like a rumor going around that he was actually living with Grandma Dixie in exchange for like sexual favors. Like, he would do sexual favors for her to live there. And I remember I even asked the guy like straight up, I was like, look, there's some rumors going around that you fucking Grandma Dixie so you can have somewhere to sleep and somewhere to smoke weed. Like, is it true? And he just looked so uncomfortable when I asked him that question that I immediately knew that it was true, because he just like paused for a second and was like,
no, like, I don't even know, like, that's fucking nasty, like, why would I do that? Like, no.
And then in my head, I'm just like, okay, nigga, you lying. And then Miss Dixie, like, you over here being racist, but you like some black eggplant emoji, so you need to get your fucking life. Like, you need to get your life, because you don't know, that boy could have been Muslim for all you knew. Like, I don't get it. I just don't get it. All right, guys, that's it for this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Again, I appreciate y'all. I hope you guys have a really nice holidays. And yeah, I will see you next time. Bye.